It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Going with the ground game left. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Finds the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Mark. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Underwood. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerback, and the guy can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
They'll go to the ground. Smashes him with the stiff arm. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal.
Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. Oh, he missed it. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. To the air. It's Sayin. Finds his tight end. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He breaks a tackle. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
To throw, it's Sayin. Buys a little extra time. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
You don't see a lot of teams that are successful throwing the football in the snow. And obviously on that last one, got away from the quarterback, nowhere close to the intended receiver. And the defense able to come away with the INT.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Making side adjustments here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. He'll try the left side. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Now, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
Leaves it with the running back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. This defense will try to keep everything in front. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. That one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it! Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Well, so much for just relying on the running game in the snow after that big play.
And, you know, you always hear the offenses say, I have the advantage. I know where I'm going when the weather's not great. The snow, no problem. Push the ball down the field. Nice pitch and catch with the inclement weather.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Got the quick pass. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback.
Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense putting points on the board.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
To the air, it's Underwood. The quick out. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
There we go. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Looking for space, it's Marshall. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Might be calling a hot route. to the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Marshall. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They'll try the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On the ground, it's Marshall. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Wolverines will try to convert on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, going to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So if the offense stays out there on 4th down, they've got to get it to the next time zone to move the chains. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads it left. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You can tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Quickly to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tate. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Tate. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Buckeyes are on the move.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's picked off for the third time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Wants to go up top on first down. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Motion from the wideout. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And some room to work. Past the first down marker and still running. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Handoff from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Catch in the middle. It's Klein. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. That's caught. It's Morgan. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here. I think
the defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
That's reeled in. It's Marsh. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Give from the gun. Breaks into the open. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On On the ground, it's Donaldson. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Michigan offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Got a man. It's McCulley. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Here's a heat. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. He's got it along the sideline. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Spins away from the defender. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's McCulley. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. It's complete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense. And they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
To throw, it's Sayin. On the run, still looking. The short hands, it's Jackson. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now on 1st down from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They go to the ground. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half. The D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Try to get it to the edge. Find some fresh air. Picks up the first down. There he goes. He's at the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, gotta have it right now. To the air, it's Underwood. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. Turning it on! And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
Man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's a throw downfield late. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. The defense making a play to put